Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to some more UFC Undisputed Forever, and today we are doing a UFC 304 fight card simulation. I figured I'd let this whole thing play out. I never really did it before, and it's pretty cool, so I really wanted to show off how cool the event mode really is. But yeah, I wanted to do the fight card before Saturday. I can't do all the fights on the card because they don't have all the fighters in the game yet. Giga Chikadze is not in the game yet, so I can't do Arnold Allen and Giga Chikadze as much as I would like to, but we're going to be doing Bobby Green versus Paddy the Baddy. We're going to be doing Aspinall versus Blades, and then we're going to be doing Leon Edwards versus Bilal. So we got the big three on the card. Should be pretty fun. I have it on advanced difficulty because I feel like that's the best setting to put it on for simulations. When I play on it, I usually play on like expert or ultimate, but advanced is really good for simulations, just in case you're wondering. And yeah, big update this Saturday. I think it's this Saturday, either this Saturday or maybe after the card. I'm not really sure, but the UFC Undisputed Forever is talking about updating the mod this weekend. Should be a huge update. They're adding a lot of new fighters. They're adding Alexander Karelin, which if you don't know who he is one of the scariest wrestlers of all time, or possibly the scariest. He is a jacked Russian dude that they call the Experiment. So if you don't know him, go look him up right now. There's a video that explains basically who he is, and it is one of the first videos that pops up. It has like 6.6 million views. Highly recommend that because it's a pretty detailed, like it tells you about like his life and like how he got started and all that jazz. So if you're interested in that, go check that out. They're also adding Rico Verhoeven. Who else? What else are they adding? They're updating DC's player model. I should really look at the thing and just stop sounding like an airplane pilot. Hold on. 1 second. Let me go here. Yeah, Alexander Karelin. They got DC, his new player model, Rico Verhoeven, a new Tom Aspinall player model, a new Bilal player model, a T-City player model, Dan Ige. I think they're updating Jose Aldo. Oh my god, they have... This update is going to be amazing. I can't wait to make so much stuff on it this weekend. I'm going to make an Alexander Karelin title mode, maybe a showcase. We'll see what... I'm probably going to make another showcase for the whole update like I did last time. Let's hope I don't forget anything this time, like to show off Usyk, one of the biggest parts of the update, or the Ryzen canvas that they updated. But this time I'm gonna try to have a list together of things I need to show off. Last time I was a little bit not the best. I wasn't the most prepared. Sorry, I'm having a stroke right now. I wasn't the most prepared last time I was doing it, so this time I'll make sure I'm a little bit more prepared. Should be fun though. There's a lot of things I'm excited for in this upcoming update. I'm also excited for this card in general. I might stream a little bit, might not. We'll see how it goes on the day of. I've been dealing with a lot of shit lately, so hopefully everything goes to plan and I can stream. But if I can't, hope you guys have a good Saturday, a good time watching the card and all that. Hope you drink your Modelo's or whatever the hell UFC sponsored by now. And yeah, I'm a little bit confused for the card in a few ways because I don't know why it's in the UK, although it is like in my time zone. Like I don't know why it's at 10 p.m. in Eastern time. It seems weird. I looked it up. Apparently it's going to be at like 4 in the morning in the UK, which I feel really bad for any UK fans of the UFC because they always seem to get the most the shittest end of the stick. The shittest end of the stick. The most shit end of the stick. They really can't win. It's like they're staying up till 6 in the morning and having to try to fight, passing out to watch a fight. Like, it's kind of fucked up. But, you know, it is what it is, I guess. I really don't know why they're doing that, considering it's in their own backyard and there's, like, Tom Aspinall fighting and Leon Edwards and Paddy the Baddy. You think they would try to cater to their time zone, but I guess not. It's a little bit weird. I remember one time watching a watch-along for I forget what card it was, but it was like one of those watch-alongs on UFC Fight Pass, like Watch Party, and I think it was Megan Anderson, or it might have been someone else that had friends over, and it might have not been Megan Anderson. It might have been like JoJo Calderwell, or is that her name now? JoJo Underwood? I don't know what the fuck her name is, honestly. I'm sorry. I like her. She's a really good fighter, but I don't remember. I haven't seen her fight. I think she retired. What was my point with that? This coffee's got me all over the place right now. Jesus Christ, where? Oh yeah, Darren the Dentist Stewart, I think his name was falling asleep watching the card on the watch party, and I was just like, Jesus Christ, it's bright out, it's like 6 in the morning. They're trying to stay up till the next day just to watch a goddamn fight, and it made me feel for him. I was like, this sucks. You have to be really dedicated to be a fan in another country like that. I never even thought about that before I started hearing about it. And I was like, oh yeah, there's like other time zones. How does that work? Shit's kind of crazy. I don't know what it's in like in California or anything like that. I know the England's like 5 hours ahead of us, I think. I'm not sure. But I do find it kind of weird that they're catering to my time zone and not the UK. It's kind of fucked up. I feel for you guys. I really do. I don't know if I could do that, stay up till 6 in the morning. I'd probably have to just watch it the next day, not live, and that's not the same. No one gives a shit about that. I'm sorry for rambling on. I should be talking about the fight, but, you know. Yesterday, I had a long-ass day. I couldn't edit till like 7, 8 p.m., so I'm sorry that I couldn't get a video out. I usually like to upload before, like, 4 p.m. I like to upload like 2, 3 p.m. somewhere around there. It seems like it hits the most time zones. For some reason, my editing software just straight up wasn't working. I couldn't get I couldn't get transcript-based editing working. I couldn't get it to export stuff. I couldn't get anything working on like any pro. I tried using Adobe Premiere. I tried using CapCut. I tried using a couple different ones and nothing was working. But then eventually I found some workarounds. I got it to work. And we got the video out at like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., which I apologize for. I usually, like I said, like to get them out earlier, but I did what I could. Got it out as early as I could. I'm just glad I got something out. I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible on both channels, and that is actually the reason I could not upload to the second channel yesterday. I was going to really try to upload. I was trying to be super productive yesterday, but I actually didn't have to. I couldn't do it. I was trying. I couldn't record in time yesterday. Had too much shit to do. So I'm going to record this, see if I have some energy left in me, and then try to record an episode or two of The Warriors just to have in the bank, so I'm not neglecting the second channel. I feel really bad that I launched that and just kind of, you know, there's only like 3 episodes of The Warriors up there, and it's been like a week or 2. Gotta stay consistent, man. Every time I fell off even just a little bit with consistency, everything goes downhill. I really just need to stay consistent, keep on going, even though I'm exhausted right now and I only got like 5 hours of sleep yesterday because a bunch of shit was going on yesterday, like a lot of personal stuff. I feel relatively good for some reason. Sometimes I'll get like 12 hours of sleep and feel like the biggest pile of dog shit ever. Bobby Green with a nice takedown right there. That was very strange. Paddy reverses him though, ends up in half guard. Paddy has some slick submissions both in real life and in the game. In the game, he has really good flying submissions from clinch, I believe. He definitely has a flying guillotine, I think. So, that thing is very useful, especially when you gas someone out. And, like, let's say they blow their load. They're just winging shots. They're trying to, like, throw head kicks over and over again. You get them in the clinch, and you throw one of those, flying guillotines up, it's almost a wrap every time.
Pushing his opponent away. He decides to let him up.
Paddy gets up, starting to work a little bit on the feet, it seems.
He's got the double.
Nice sprawl by Paddy.
Oh. Back on their feet.
Oh, nice knockdown from Bobby Green. And the follow-up to go along with it. Tries to transition, gets reversed by Paddy. Goes for a strong strike.
He's inside control here.
Wow. I do not think Bobby would be doing this good on the ground, but you never know. Maybe he's been working on those exchanges, those grappling exchanges. Speaking of grappling exchanges, I cannot wait for that update to come out. Doing an Alexander Karelin title mode / showcase will be super, super fun. And doing one for Rico Verhoeven as well. DC would be nice too. DC deserves it for sure. Only reason I've avoided DC so long is because of his player model wasn't updated or anything, and I don't want to
Half guard.
I don't like showing off the older player models because I don't want people in the comments bitching about it being like looking bad, or oh my god, this game looks like it's from 2007. Oh my god, this game looks like it's a PS3 game, or anything that's just, you know, ridiculous because it is a PS3 game. And half the player models look better than the ones in UFC 5 anyway, so shut the fuck up. No, don't really shut the fuck up. I'm kidding. I'm not really that offended, but at the same time, every fucking physique looks the same in UFC 5. You get some body sculptors or something, get some fucking face. Why does everyone look the same in UFC 5 and fight the same? It feels like it has no fucking diversity, that game. I'm gonna go on a tangent if I keep talking about UFC 5. Fuck that game. Anyway, they're working on a lot of the player models. This game is in not early access, you know, a work in progress, I should say. They haven't done everything they want to do for the game yet, so if you see a player model that doesn't look that great, or something looks off, or there's a few, I don't know, just little inaccuracies in like height or weight or age or country, they will change that eventually. It will be fixed. It's not going to be in the game forever. They're not lazy. They do a shit ton of work, and I'm just appreciative they got this far. It's insane what they've been able to do with this game. I've been dreaming that someone can make a good MMA game based off of this sort of engine for as long as I can remember EA UFC coming out. I've just wanted something just like this. And sure, it could always be better. I really like EA MMA's career. Like, they have really cool aspects of the career. I can join different promotions and train in different places and all that. But overall, this is the best MMA game ever made. It's not even close. Someone tried to argue that it was UFC 2. UFC 2 is a fun game. It's not the best MMA game. It's a very fun game. It does not accurately represent MMA the best, in my opinion. It doesn't at all. When you can backflip someone from a wheel kick, make them do 7 backflips and a fucking fall out of the cage, it's funny at first, but it gets really old when you're trying to play a simulation style MMA game. It just does. I'm sorry. It gets fucking old. That's like me saying Tony Hawk Pro Skater is, it's like me trying to compare Tony Hawk Pro Skater to like fucking Session. It's more like comparing Skate 3 to Session, I should say, because Tony Hawk Pro Skater's way out there. That's more like Mortal Kombat levels of out there. But I mean, like, Skate 3 was relatively grounded. I say relative because there's like Hall of Meat, and you could fucking, wow, okay, that was pretty crazy. And you can, like, you know, do all this crazy. You can do like the super dude and shit like that. That's pretty unrealistic. I mean, sure, someone can do a super dude in real life, but you know what I mean. A lot of skaters are mostly doing street or like good vert tricks and stuff like that, and you can do all that in Session super realistically. But in Skate, you can have a little bit more fun with it, but it's not as like realistic based. That's how I feel about this compared to UFC 2. UFC 2 is more like Skate 3, where I understand why people will say this is the best skateboarding game ever made. Skate 3. But for me, someone that's a huge skateboarding fan, like not just a video game fan, like I love skateboarding. Like I'm a huge hardcore skateboarding fan. I'm a huge hardcore MMA fan. I'm a huge hardcore, those are actually really the only two things I'm a huge hardcore fan of. I'm not really that big of a fan of too many things. But skating and MMA, I've always loved. So when I see something that super accurately represent boxing, I guess I'm not that hardcore of a boxing fan, but you know what I mean? I like the sport. When I see something that super accurately represents that sport, I get joy out of it because I like to simulate it. Like when I'm playing Session, I like to try to, like, if I want to grind something, I can grind something. If I want to do, it's very like grounded. I can do stuff I can imagine in real life. Skate 3, I would never go on a mega ramp and do fucking the Hall of Meat off of it and jump off a cliff and try to hurt myself, but you know, it's very fun to do in a game. I wouldn't be like, wow, this is so realistic though. For that reason, I think Skate 2 is a better skate game than Skate 3. I also think Skate 1 is a better skate game than Skate 3. I think Skate 3 got way too goofy, but a lot of people disagree with me and like that game more because it's more fun. I get that. Get that. Fully understood. This is a better simulation game, UFC 2. It's kind of a good analogy, kind of not. If you know what I'm saying, if you played all of the games I'm talking about, I'm sure you kind of get what I'm trying to say. Paddy Pimblett, clean sweep on the card, 30-27. I've been paying attention, even if it looks like I'm not, because I'm looking on my OBS screen too. But yeah, like I said, I get it. I get why you're saying UFC 2 is fun, and it's like one of the best, but you gotta look at like the bad parts of UFC 2. Or not UFC 1. You gotta look at the bad parts of UFC 2. The parries, the fucking backflip cartwheels from one little punch or a kick. If I uppercut someone, they do a backflip. What else was there? The combination system, the damage system being combination based instead of damage based or like timing based. That was annoying. How you had to throw like a 20-piece combo to hurt someone. That's annoying. Trying to think of some more things from that game. I haven't played that game in... I've never went back to that game after UFC 3 came out. I haven't. I've never went back after a new EA UFC came out. Just because there was really no point to. The only reason I ever played new UFC games is for updated fighters and stuff like that. The second that stopped happening, well, actually, not that happening. It never stopped happening. They're updating fighters all the time in UFC 5. The second this game came out, I should say, this mod, I completely stopped playing UFC 5. I just don't have fun playing it anymore. When you see how little UFC 5 developers give a shit, you lose all compassion for the game. Like I don't. Every fighter fights the same. Poatan doesn't have a custom left hook. His leg kicks just look like a regular leg kick. There's no individuality. All the builds kind of look the same. It just gets... Come on, man. What do you have, 3 sets of abs in the whole entire game? It's crazy.
Mir is extremely dangerous on the ground. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
I don't think that Barboza, and I don't even know if it's really true, but I mean, like, just for example, like Barboza and like Darren Till will like look the same. I'm not saying they actually do in the game. I haven't played the game forever. I'd have to look through the physiques to actually tell you who is like who they copied physiques from, but it's just an example. Like I'll notice physiques on people. Like, wait a minute. Isn't that fucking Barboza's physique? Or isn't that, especially when it's a lower level fighter no one really cares about, you'll notice that the same 3 physiques used over and over again. They all don't look accurate. None of them are proportionately sized. It's very, very lazy. Very lazy. See, if that was coming from like an indie studio that's desperately trying, that's one thing. You are a like, I don't know about millions, billions possibly dollar company that has all the resources in the world and you're pumping this shit out. You should be ashamed. You should just be ashamed. With game changers on your fucking side. Like you even listen to anything they say. Like, you give a flying fuck about what any of these guys have to say. EA. And it's like, I'm sure they've taken, like, 1 or 2 things Marshall Mines said and taken it to heart, but he's also had a ton of complaints that they just never fucking consider, and they just don't care about. Or little things, like, why is glove tape for Creative Fighter still fucking white on single player? I will never understand that. Why don't they have colored shorts? Why are you so lazy, EA? Why are you so lazy, EA? I can actually answer the question for me. It's that people buy the shit. So, I mean, I can't blame them too much. This whole thing is just going to be a rant about how much I hate EA and fucking EA UFC. I apologize. Like I said, I should be probably paying attention to the card. But I don't know. Sometimes it gets boring when I'm just going play by play like I'm fucking John Anik on the card, so I feel like it's sometimes I just gotta talk about something, keep it interesting. I'm really excited for this fight in real life. I feel like Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades should be better than most people are thinking. I think Aspinall's probably gonna win, but Curtis Blades is a tough matchup for anyone, I would say. He gets a nice blast double leg right there, right under Aspinall's strike. Aspinall's got to be careful here he doesn't get reversed.
Total control from the top position.
As he gets reversed, right in side control.
Oh, we got reversed. Oh, we got
He reverses again. This looks like it's going to be another predominantly ground war, unfortunately.
Big right hand.
Those some big shots from Aspinall, though. Gets reversed again.
Great reversal.
Claims full guard, though. Closes guard up, tries to open it again. Is he going to go for a sweeper? He's going to get up. Okay. I thought he'd probably go for another reversal because the AIs are extremely reversal happy, even on difficulties such as advanced. I don't know if I said this in the beginning of the video or not. I prefer to simulate fights on advanced. I prefer to play on expert / ultimate. When it comes to advanced, I just feel like they don't reverse as much. They still reverse a lot. Oh my God, Aspinall cracked him with an uppercut.
Those are snapping his head back,
That
Mike,
was
but he
a
got
hard
hurt.
shot.
Man, he
Curtis
snapped
Blades
back.
comes around with a lunging left hook.
Both guys staying in tight.
Damn,
He's
son.
cut open here, Mike.
In the clinch.
All right, goes for another double leg.
Good
Gets
sprawl.
sprawled and almost gets uppercutted.
Oh, good counter.
Okie dokie. Curtis Blades seems like he's putting a lot more pressure on him right now. He's got to be careful, Aspinall does. Doesn't want to get pushed up against the cage. Excuse me. Doesn't want to get pushed up against the cage and just ground out. This is what I mean by, like, my nose is all trashed. If you hear, like, sometimes, like, I have, like, I have to, like, just chill for a second and, like, reset. It's because my nose is constantly just leaking in the back of my throat. My nose has been broken a couple times. So now, because of that, I almost have no smell, and I can't fucking breathe out of my nose. I mean, one time I was cooking chicken, like, I wasn't cooking it, I didn't put it in the pan yet, but I was cutting it, and I guess it's gone bad, and it wasn't right near my nose, but it was, like, I was cutting it, it was in my hands and shit, and it was my grandma or my grandpa comes by, and he's just like, whoa, the fuck is that smell? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, that smells like ammonia. And he smelled the chicken smelled like ammonia, put it up to my nose, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, it has to be right here for me to smell it. If it's not right here, I'm not smelling shit. And people will still ask me, like, hey, do you smell that? Or can you go sniff that out? I'm like, no, I fucking can't. Why would I be able to sniff out a scent when I can't even fucking smell rotten chicken? Rotten chicken has a hell of a smell to it. But yeah, it's got me out here like the fucking Dewey Cox story. Lost my scent. Gotta walk hard now and shit. But yeah, long story short, can't breathe. So sometimes I'll have that like it'll just get caught up in my throat, and I have to go like, okay, take a break, take a step back, reset myself, take a sip of water. And it's so fucking gross. I hate it. Oh my God! Curtis Blades cracks Aspinall. He hurt him bad just there. Those ground and pound shots did a lot of damage. I guarantee you Aspinall is on some real wobbly legs right now. Oh my God, that felt good. I'm all sniffles, no breathe. And I also like can't I can't fucking what's the word? I can't even hawk a loogie. I can't hawk Tua. It doesn't work, unfortunately. My nose, like, I can't like breathe in to do it. It doesn't like function correctly. So that also, if you're just like, hey, why don't you just spit? A, it's gross and I don't want to do it on a microphone, and B, I can't. I literally physically can't. Or I probably would just go, fuck it. People don't care. I'm like, Zay, what is his name? Tay Zonday? Zay Tonze? Whatever the fuck his name is. The guy sang Chocolate Rain, where he would move away from his microphone to breathe.
Oh, he got reversed.
Low-key banger, Chocolate Rain. Low-key banger. If I ever have an MMA fight, that's what I'm walking out to. That would be nuts if someone walked out to Chocolate Rain, or even better yet, his remix, Cherry Chocolate Rain. That would be some bizarre level, that'd be some bizarre MMA. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. I'm sorry, I'm tired and high. I woke up, I smoked weed, and I drank coffee, and that's where we're at today.
Into the guard.
Trying to think about when I could set up a stream. I'm trying to think about my day-to-day. I can't do it today, I don't think. Today is, what is it today? Thursday? Yeah, today's Thursday, July 20. Oh shit, Aspinall rocks him. Today's Thursday, July 25th, so maybe Friday. the 26th, or earlier, like very early, not very early, but like 10-ish on Saturday, I might be able to stream, possibly. Right now it's 11 a.m. Yeah, maybe around this time tomorrow I can maybe get out a stream. I don't know how long it'll be. I need to make sure I have time for it. I don't like streaming when I don't know I'll have time, because I don't want to have to like end it early or something. Like I've had to do that like once and I felt bad for it. But I will try to get a stream out before UFC 304. If I can't do it before, maybe I'll do it after on like Sunday. We'll see what happens. Aspinall with some good highlights, but Curtis Blades also knocked him down. I feel like this is a pretty close fight. Curtis Blades definitely had that one moment where I thought the fight was going to be over, and I guarantee you that hurt Aspinall more than you'd think. Those ground and pound shots, when you're rocked like that and you take there's really not much you can do other than catch the punch as early as possible. If you're taking a bunch of those shots, even on the guard, it's going to do some real damage. That's a good knockdown, though, for Aspinall in this round. I think he just won back some points there.
Side control now.
Oh, he connected with an elbow.
My broken nose also why I clear my throat a lot, in case you wondered. There we go, another knockdown from Aspinall, the uppercut.
What an exchange here.
Oh, big
Beautiful right hook from Aspinall, another right hook.
And he's down.
After the left hook to the body, nice combination there in general. Goes for the armbar. He might have this. Nope, he overshot the armbar. He overshot the armbar. He had it, though. He had that, I think. You can't be making mistakes like that against Curtis Blades, because now he's on top, landing those ground and pound shots. If he rocks if he rocks Aspinall again, it could be over. But Aspinall has him in another submission, and he caught that one from his punch. Very slick Kimura, and this is it. That is it. Aspinall catches an extremely slick Kimura off an elbow from half guard, I believe. That is pretty impressive. To be able to actually pull that off in the moment is pretty tough. I never know what fighters have the punch catch submissions, so I very rarely ever attempt them unless I'm positive they have them. I should start looking through movesets before I do showcases so I can be a little bit more aware of their moveset, but it is a little bit fun feeling them out while I'm playing just to see how they feel, get my reactions of the fighter firsthand. You guys can let me know in the comments below whether you would like to see me study the fighter before I play as them. I mean, I always kind of study them in real life to see how their fighting style is so I can accurately try to depict them as good as I can. But like, if you want me to look through their whole moveset, play as them a couple times, maybe play through a title mode or two as them before I do it so I really know their moveset, let me know, because I'll do that as well. It would save me some guessing with their movesets, and it would help me tell you about their moveset a little bit more. But it's also kind of cool to get my reactions and be like, hey, this is pretty cool how he has that. I really like this. Like my first time using Khalil Roundtree on the 304 showcase. Not 304 showcase, the UFC update showcase. I don't know why I said 304. This is UFC 304.
And now it's time for
The main event.
of the evening.
Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. And I am about to make a bold prediction here. I feel like this fight's going to be really entertaining. Call me kooky. I might be completely fucking crazy. This might be the most boring fight of all time. And I've been wrong a lot on this channel. And I'm more than comfortable being wrong. Let me just reel back a little bit and show you guys all the times I've been wrong. Hold on, let me think. Ngannou winning against Joshua. I thought he was going to... I took the L on that one. Who else did I say was going to win? That did not win.
Highly technical striking skills. Dan Hardy is as dangerous as
that was the most. That was the one that really stuck out to me. But there was another few I can't think of. You can let me know in the comments. I'm sure you guys remember. You won't let me live it down. There was that one. I thought. I can't remember really. I don't make a lot of bold predictions now that I think about it. I did make. Okay, this didn't happen yet, but this is something that a lot of people disagree with me with. I think Max Holloway is going to absolutely outclass Ilia Topuria. I don't think he's going to knock Ilia Topuria out, and I don't think he's going to submit Ilia Topuria, and I think Ilia Topuria could submit Max Holloway. But I think the way that just something in my head, something about the way the fight's shaping up, something about the way his career is like coming to like, it's at a point where if he loses this, he might start like being like, I might need to hang this up. This fight means a fucking lot to him. Ilia still has all the time in the world to grow. He can lose this fight and be fine. Max needs this fight. He needs to win this fight. He needs this more than anything else. If Ilia loses, he can come back 3 years later at 30 and fucking rock the world. Max is like 30-something. He knows that he's in the prime of his life right now. He knows that he's in the best shape of his life right now. He knows that he's coming off one of the most impressive performances of his life. And I feel like that matters. It's an intangible, I understand. But it's the same reason why I think Dustin did so well against Makhachev. And the same reason why I thought he was going to beat Makhachev. I actually didn't think he was going to beat Makhachev, but I was like, he's coming in there with that I have nothing, or I have everything to lose type of shit, but I have nothing to lose at the same time. Because, like, Max, he'll retire at the end of the day, probably, and he'll be fine. He's already made his thing, and he doesn't really lose too much, but at the same time, he wants to prove himself. I really do feel like him and Dustin were going into this fight with the, like, this is it. Like, this is everything in my whole career is leading up to this moment right here. And when people come in there with that thing, like, that whole, like, aura, and the other guy is a little bit cocky, like Ilia, and, like, kind of thinks he's untouchable and nothing can hurt him, that is almost a perfect combination for Max to fuck him up. If there's ever a situation where Max is going to fuck him up, it's this one. Ilia still might beat him and win in the first round. Might knock him out unconscious, might submit him, might do whatever. I don't fucking know. I'm not Nostradamus here. All I know is that I have just a feeling, and I'm going off that. So if you disagree, let me know. I'm sure you do. A lot of people disagree with me on this one. But I'm just going off an instinct right now, really, when it comes down to it. 5 draws. Hold on, what? Is that 5 draws or 5 no contests? That just completely took me out of this for a sec. That's a little bit crazy. I mean, I guess with Bilal, even though I think that's really supposed to be lights out Lytle. But yeah, I just don't think Topuria is going to win the fight, especially since Topuria, I don't think this is going to happen. He was like, I want to defend my belt at lightweight just so Max Holloway can have a better advantage and blah, blah, blah. I don't think that's going to happen because that literally can't happen. It wouldn't be a featherweight title fight. It would just be a lightweight fight for 5 rounds, which they could do, but there'd literally be no reason for it. It would mean nothing. Other than Topuria to just be like, I got big nuts. It means nothing. Also, it kind of, actually, you know what? It kind of does take some risk away from Topuria, too, because then he wouldn't even lose the belt if he lost. But he probably, I feel like Topuria is not that much of a dick, and if he did lose against Max Holloway, he seems like someone who'd be like, here's the belt, I'll send it to you, I'll mail it to you. Like, who was it that lost the fight and ended up mailing them the championship? Chael Sonnen, with Paulo, the guy that had like the mental breakdown in the cage. Was it Paulo Filio or some shit like that? He was a really good fighter too. That's what the really sad part was, and everything just led up to. I don't know what was going on with him. I don't know if there was drug problems. I really don't know. But even Chael was like, "What the fuck is going on with this guy? Is he okay? What is this?" Hey, he came over like 80 pounds overweight and then started literally crying and turned away in the cage. Chael was just flabbergasted, but like a real like a real champion, like a real ass fucking champion. He went in there and just went, you know what? I lost the fight. That was all my fault. Here you go, Chael. Here's the belt on a platter, and that takes a real man to do. I respect that immensely. That is insanely what's the word? That is insanely commendable. I always love when people do stuff like that, or like when someone truly thinks they lost and they just raise the other guy like, nah, I did not win that fight, buddy. I didn't win the fucking fight. He won the fight. He beat the shit out of me for 5 rounds. What are you talking about? Like, it takes a real man to just admit that shit. And I really respect people like that. That's why I hate so much. I don't hate O'Malley, but I hate when it's like, oh yeah, I'm undefeated. I understand it's a fluke, but there's a loss on your record. Even John Jones will say there's a loss on my record, even though that is the biggest load of malarkey in the world, and he's been trying to overturn it forever. John Jones, I feel like he has said undefeated, but he also, I've heard him say, I'm like something like I'm blah 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 and 1. So I mean, it's hit or miss. I'm sure more people agree with John Jones anyway, because it wasn't literally, he didn't get ground and pound TKO'd after his leg went out.
Half guard. Postures up.
Leon Edwards is doing a good job controlling from the top so far. It seemed like Bilal was trying to set up an omoplata almost. I could be wrong. He might have been going for a go-go plata or something like that, but it definitely was not a triangle.
Nice counter right hand.
2 right hooks from Leon. Catches Bilal relatively clean. Bilal's already hurt under the eye.
Nice counter left hook right there.
Excuse me. From what I remember from the Bilal Leon Edwards fight, Leon and Bilal, or not Leon and Bilal. Leon was winning the whole fight. Bilal was losing pretty much the entire time up until he got eye poked and went down. Up until that point, I remember him getting hit with a head kick. I remember him, I think he might have been bleeding. Like, it was not a good fight for Bilal. I think Leon Edwards was having a, like, masterclass performance against him, if I remember. My memory is dog shit, so I completely could be wrong here. But from what I remember, Leon was completely outclassing Bilal. And I don't really know if I see that changing. I don't think Bilal... Sorry, my hair is bothering me. I don't think Bilal has changed that much. I think Leon Edwards has gotten a lot better. Like, a lot better. Even though he's champion, he plays it a little bit safer now, and people call him boring or whatever. I really like his style. I love Leon Edwards. I just don't think Bilal's changed enough to beat Leon. He seems he sticks to the game plan. I think he's going to probably try to wrestle him. I think after Leon beat Usman twice, I mean, the first one, losing the whole fight, but the second one, Usman really had nothing for Leon. There was really nothing to give Leon that fight. I feel like he won it very convincingly on every scorecard. I never was like, oh my god, I can't believe he won the... Oh, shit. Leon just got cracked with a head kick. Those are some payback shots right there. God damn. Leon coming back with an uppercut and a right hook. Goes for a switch kick to the body and a right hook to the body. Bilal comes over the top with a right hand. Leon switches stances into orthodox. Lands a left hook. Gets hit with a 3-piece from Bilal. Goes for another head kick, does Leon. Excuse me. I'm considering putting the championship gloves on for championship fights from now on. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments. It's not that hard to do. I just got to put files in the little bin, and that's it. It's really not bin, the chara, whatever you call it. It's not that hard to do. It's a little bit annoying. I gotta like look for the number fighter that they are and then put them in. But if you guys really want to see it, I'll do it. It's a cool little touch I can do. And it's not too hard. I wish there was a way to automatically do it, but obviously that's not possible. I guess that's something EA does sort of right, but they don't even have the right glove tape on gloves. I don't know if they fixed that yet, and I really do not give a shit to go check. Because it should have been fixed last game in 4. It should have never been a problem. There shouldn't be fighter archetype. There shouldn't be fighter archetypes. There shouldn't be so many things. And don't get me started on this again. I don't know why I'm getting myself started. But at this point, I can't even talk about the fucking thing. It's just going to get me angry. Or like... The thing that gets me the most mad about it is that, like, Fight Night, made by the same company, has so much customization. I can customize... I think every licensed fighter to a certain extent. You can like change their shorts, gloves, you can change their stats, you can change their tendencies. I don't think you can change their height or reach, but you might be able to. I might be wrong on that. You might actually be able to do all of that. And what else can you do? You can also change sliders like speed, damage, stamina, how the ref tendencies, all that. You can do all that. I like the fact that you can edit all the licensed fighters. You can edit your creative fighter however you want with the reach, as long as they had. It wasn't that Like, for instance, if you want to make Tyson Fury, you can go to 6'8". There wasn't 6'9", but that's pretty fucking tall anyway. And you can put the reach at like 88. In every UFC game, you haven't been able to pick a reach for whatever reason. I'm assuming because online it would be unfair or something. But if it's unfair online, just make it banned online. Have an option. I don't get why the fuck they don't have options for things. Fight Night, that was my whole... Dude, Fight Night, the fact that you can import creative fighters into the career mode. What? Dude, not only can you import them, you can take them out. Let's say I don't want Mike Tyson in my career mode, and I want the career mode to be more present day. I want it to be fucking Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder instead of Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson. You can do that. That's fully possible. Why has it never been in a game since? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Maybe it was too much to code, maybe it's too much to add, but I'll tell you what, there's a reason why people are still playing Fight Night Champion, and why they're going to be making a mod for Fight Night Champion 2 eventually. There's a reason for that. It's because it's the best fucking boxing game ever made. Because of little things like that. It's not like, oh man, they really got Cowboy Stadium in here, I can't believe it. It's like, that's cool and all, but those little like customizable things, the fucking ESPN classic fights, how you can get points based on greatness of fight, those tiny little things, the replay editor, dude, and Bilal rocks him again. I'm sorry, I'm going on another tangent. I hope this is entertaining for you guys. I hope I'm not just a rambling asshole right now. But, it's just, they haven't taken anything from Fight Night that I really love and put it in. Bare knuckle mode? No. They added a shitty Kumite mode that barely does anything. They added a backyard mode that barely fucking does anything. And it's just, I'm so sick of this shit. I can't wait to see the next fucking EA I'm disappointed by. I think Leon has a Kimura right here. Was this actually 2 Kimuras in a decision? I don't even know what to say about this card, you guys. This has been a very weird fight simulation. I apologize for my rambling ass, but I hope you guys enjoyed anyway. If you did, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that shit if you want to, if you enjoyed. If you didn't, then I fully understand if you don't care. I also want to mention this. You do not have to do this. This is not at all necessary. This means absolutely, I would highly appreciate it, and I'm not begging anyone to do it. So don't, I hate even mentioning it, 'cause I don't want to come off like I'm begging for fucking money or anything. But I do have a membership program. I don't have much planned for it yet, but I do have some shit planned in the future. I'm going to be doing like maybe uncensored videos and stuff like that. I'm still going to edit here and there just so you guys don't have to see like bullshit. But I'll some uncensored videos, maybe early videos, but I already upload a lot anyway, so that's really hard to do. I upload every day, so that doesn't really make sense. But uncensored videos I'm thinking about doing for the members, and also there's member shout-outs. You get a badge. I gotta make some badges. If anyone wants to make a badge or anything, if anyone wants to make me some cool banners, badges, whatever you guys want to do, I will use them 100%. I don't have any sort of artistic skills. I fucking suck, so if you guys could do that, it'd be awesome. But yeah, it's 99 cents if you want to sign up. Like I said, you do not have to. The only reason I mention this is because people have asked me in the past, can they donate to me? Or can they join a membership program? Or can they send me a super thanks or something like that? And at the time, I didn't have that stuff set up because I had no idea how to do it. But I do have it set up right now. But like I said again, do not have to do it. Don't feel inclined. Obviously, if you like me or you want to support me, you can. If you don't, I still love you guys equally. You guys are all awesome. You support me anyway. You give me fucking... You watch my videos. You give me watch time. That, in turn, there's ads on my videos. And that also gives me some revenue. So I also am greatly appreciative to everyone. Even if you don't enjoy it and you just clicked on the video, thank you for clicking on the video. It means a lot to me. And why did I just have a complete brain fart? It means a lot to me. And like I said, you don't have to donate or anything. But if you want to, it's there now. It should be 99 cents. It's a supporter thing. I'm gonna be adding more tiers and stuff once I have more ideas. And yeah, until then, I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out. Sorry for this shitty outro.